Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Allen. This is week 7 for Intro to Photography. Share my screen over here real quick. So hopefully you guys are getting more acquainted with your cameras. Working on the f-stop, shutter speed, ISO, all that good stuff. Equivalent exposure. If you have any questions about any of that, send me an email. And we can talk about it. And if you want to do a one-on-one meeting, we can set that up too. Just send me an email and we'll schedule that. I don't have a ton to say this week other than keep working on your journals, keep working on your standards, and coming up with your project plans and all that good stuff. I'm just going to share one idea for a project plan. You don't have to do it. It's just an idea. I did a scavenger hunt last week, so I'll do another one this week. This week it would be just an idea again. Here's some examples. Basically, let's see what the thing. These are assignments from last year, so I'm just kind of reusing them to give you guys ideas of what to do. Use manual exposure and focus on camera angle, subject matter, and framing. So you don't have to shoot everything straight on. Sometimes it's better to get lower or get up higher, and shoot down, or sometimes you have to put your body in a weird position to get the right shot you want. Subject matter, that's kind of obvious. Take pictures of what you think is cool or whatever message you're trying to get across based on your subject matter. And framing, basically what's in the shot and what isn't, and where do you cut it off by the border of the frame. So for this week, you can choose your own words. These are just ones that we had from last year. Choose a couple words and then try to go take photos that represent those words. For this one, we were saying furry, shark, and texture. Or old. So something that's furry or fuzzy. I'm sure a lot of you guys have animals at home. Maybe you have a furry rug or a nice sweater or something. Shark, we could do something to do with water, something with pointy edges, something that's slippery or gray or what have you. Old and textured, you can find anything that's rusted or beat down or has a cool texture to it, and go ahead and try to hit some images that match those words. Again, we're going to try to crop using the camera instead of using Photoshop or something. We use your viewfinder if you want still, which means look through the little hole in the camera instead of using the screen. Don't use Photoshop unless you really want to. I mean, this is just an idea. Some things are more interesting than others in the image, so don't always necessarily put the most interesting in the middle. It's not. It's kind of better off to put it on one of the other sides and have some sort of line pointing to where you want the eye to lead to the interesting part of the photo. That's what it says right there. Watch the edges when you're shooting. Don't chop the edge off that you're trying to hit. Give everything a little bit of space. And make sure the background's not too crazy, or it is how you want it to be. We're still not using flash. We're still doing daytime photos. Autofocus is fine unless you want to do manual focus. If you're ever confused, you can read your camera manual. If you do have your textbook, I would suggest reading chapter 2 so you can keep up with the information. Other than that, yeah, just take a bunch of shots. Again, just take, 20, 30, 40, 50 shots at least. You know, you're not going to run out of film, so it's digital. Might as well just take a bunch of them. So here's some stuff from last year. I guess some of these people went to the zoo. Again, be more creative though. Like if it's furry, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be the zoo. It could be a bunch of different ideas. Surprise me. Shark, this one's kind of cool. Some of these are kind of interesting. We got like a card shark over here. We got kid going in a pool. We got some sharp edges over here and a mask. I'm not sure how that portrays shark, but even if it doesn't, you can kind of try to convince me. Texture or old. Doesn't have to be old. It can just be a nice texture. Texture is basically just like how the material looks. So grass texture, we got broken glass texture, an old cracked wall texture. Some of these are old objects and wood textures. So keep an eye out for cool textures. They make for cool pictures. That's really it. I mean, other than that, just kind of keep on track with your journals, your standards, and email me if you want to set up a one-on-one. I'm still available for those. We can do those on Thursdays is good. And if Monday or Tuesday works better for you, I can do that too. So just let me know what works for you. Otherwise, if you're doing well in the class and you don't need a one-on-one, that's fine too. So keep me updated on your progress. We should be getting to 5 units of standards by the end of the semester. So try to get as many standards done as you can on a weekly basis. And just let me know if you have any questions. And you can always send me any pictures you're taking and I can critique them and just take a look at where your progress is at and how you're doing with all that. So other than that, let me know if you want to talk, and I guess I'll talk to you guys next week.